You gotta get you something for that breath, man. What you been doing? Been just licking your butt all day? That breath, man. What's up, man? What's up? Sit. No. Come here. Sit. Down. Stay. Good boy. What's the good boy? Can you get up here? Let's put you up there. Who's a good boy? You want a sip of that water? Sip, 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 sip. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having an awesome day. We're going to work that out. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Just waiting on it to pick up so we can get it started. About to get it started on control. Life's good. What's happening? It is. Life's good. I love it. I love it. Great name. It's happening. New week. First thing in the morning, we getting started. We getting started. Let's go. Let's go. What you doing on my table? What you doing on my table, cute pie? What you doing on my table? Huh? What you doing on my table? Down. Down. No down. Good boy. No, no down. Down. Stay. Little work. No down. Down. Stay. Get a little work put in today. There you go. There you go. Y'all see the work going on here? Just a little work for my mans. It's a little work. We're going to get him a little more in frame right here. Just a little work for my mans. That's all. We got to get some work in. We always got to put some work in. You're not putting work in, then what you doing? What you here for? Welcome to the chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. We'll remember that. Surely we'll remember that. Just waiting on y'all to come in. Are y'all coming in today? We back on Monday morning. What's happening? It's controlled. Put them threads on. Yup. That's how we do it. We put them threads on ya. That's what my mans do. What's happening? What's happening? We're going to get some people. Okay, we got some people coming in. What's up? The algorithm is catching up with us. What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Let me say hi to the people that's coming in. What's up, Calvin? What's up, Jack? How you doing? What's happening today? Hopefully y'all having a great morning this morning. Everybody coming in. What's happening? Bernard? What's happening? What's happening? Hello, everybody. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started with the show because that's what we came here for. We came here to get this started. Right, royalty? Yeah, he want to get it started. So I guess I'm going to get it started. Woosah. Let's bring it down. Let's bring it to where it got to go. We put them threads on ya. That's right. How you doing? What's up? Hello, hello. Good morning to y'all. All right, y'all. Let's get the show started. We can't wait around. We're going to start this Monday off with something good for you. We're going to start it off with thumb through the loop. We're going to start it off with handling your leash so you can have better security and safety with your animal. Thumb through your loop. Right thumb through the loop. Yeah, this is how it works. This is how you keep control of your dog. You use the equipment. You don't use devices. This is not a device. This is equipment. This is the number one thing for the dog. Yeah, this is called a leash. You didn't know? On this leash, there is a circle. It's called the thumb loop. You put your thumb through it, you close your hand, you reel it up, and that's been your quick lesson for the day. Let's get started. Controlled. Put this up here for right now. Episode 78. How you doing? 78 live episodes in a row. That's what we doing here. Have we made it to episode 78? We're going to be at 100 in a minute, and we're going to party, because that's what we do. 100 days in a row of giving you new topics, things to enjoy, trying to help you make a better life with you, your dog, your family, your work life, whatever it takes. But this is Controlled, episode 78, brought to you by, presented by Master Christian LLC. I am Master Christian. This is today's co-host, Royalty. You've seen Royalty before. And we are here to ask a question. Did you know? Did you know? Did you know? Every person wants a better future, but few people examine the behaviors they repeat every day. Do you examine the behaviors you repeat every day? Do you? The choices you repeat become the future that you're making. Today's topic is repetition. And the things that you do over and over again, are they making you successful or are they harming your growth? Let's find out. Your future is not built by one dramatic decision. It is built by thousands of repeated choices. Now, I can believe that because as we go on and we go on in a positive way and we keep repeating good choices, things get better. And you might think, oh, this one choice, that's what did it. No, it's not that one choice. That one choice was great. But all the choices in between, all the choices you've been making have built up. They built a mountain. Yeah, a mountain grows. You got to build it. Animals survive because they consistently repeat behaviors that work. Humans often know the right thing to do, but fail because they don't repeat it. Consistency is the bridge between knowledge and results. That's what we got here. And that falls into our three core principles: calm, confident, and consistent. Because when you're consistent, you can repeat it and you can gain traction on what you're doing. But when you're not, when you're all over the place, then you don't know what's happening right. You can't identify the correct thing you did. You got to have some repetition so you know which one worked. That's what you need to know. Which one worked and which one is going to work over and over again. That's where technique comes in, having a system, planning it out, and making it solid so you can win. You want to be a winner, right? Everybody wants to be a winner, right? Nobody starts off trying to lose, do they? Today, we will learn how to identify the repeated behaviors shaping your life and how changing one daily pattern can completely redirect your future. But when you change that one daily pattern, you got to repeat that the next day and repeat that the next day. Because if you don't, you just still reaching. You still trying to find it. You still flowing all over the place, and it's not going to work well for you. What is one habit helping your future, and what is one habit hurting your future? You got some good positive habits that's uplifting you and the people around you? Or do you have some old stale negative habits that's taking you out the box? The time you take to be negative is time away from your growth, because negative doesn't grow. It doesn't grow you anything. There's no pluses to it. It's only minuses. Negative is negative, minus. Get it? Yeah, that's how it works. Your life is a collection of repeated decisions. Yep, that's how you grow. Your life is a collection of repeated decisions, just like those grains of sand that build that ant nest above the ground. It's a collection, and you want to collect positive repeated decisions so you can have a positive existence. That works for me. Does it work for you? Every habit starts with a choice. Every reputation starts as a repeated behavior. If you are dependable, people expect dependability. If you are unreliable, they begin expecting that instead. The future grows from what you repeatedly practice, not what you casually attempt. That's called game right there. Because the only way your game works, if you repeatedly practice it. That's how game works. But, some people try to work in between the lines and jump into somewhere where they don't have the experience and try things. You can try things, but figure out what works. Because what works and what you can have a high percentage of success with, that matters every day. Beavers repeatedly build dams and birds repeatedly gather material for nests. Their consistency creates security. Yeah, security is a big word. Not just somebody at the club or in the parking lot or at the door of a business. Security is something where you repeat positive behaviors so the people around you feel secure. And it comes in a lot of ways, and it comes in waves. You got to make sure that you can make the people around you feel secure. If they're not, they're going to be on the edge of their seat ready to leave. Experience will teach you that. Your future is hiding inside of today's repeated choices, not somewhere else. You don't need to go searching for your future. It's right there with you. What you do, how you set your schedule with your family, how you set your schedule with your animals, how you move with your dog. You're building the future, because the future is something that you want to attack aggressively so you make it right. You don't want to just sit back and let the future come to you. That means you didn't do nothing in the here and now. You want to build it and mold your future into the thing that you want it to be. You want to be a billionaire? You got work to do. Yeah, that's the thing. Grains of sand. Till you got a big giant mountain. You got to build that up. And you can put the grains of sand in quick, but you need lots of grains of sand. Repetition creates identity. Yeah, what you repeat. If you repeat negative things, they feel like you're a negative person. If you repeat positive things, they have a different opinion about you. People often say, that's just who I am. In reality, identity is largely shaped by repeated action. It's not just who you are. It's who you want to be, if that's what you're repeating. If you repeat the positive things you want to be, then that's who you become. You don't got to be stuck just because you come from somewhere and they talk a certain way and they do things a certain way. Well, somewhere else they talk different and they do things different. And if they're having success, that's what you want to be about. You want to be about high percentages of success, not just this how I talk, this how I am, this what I do. Yeah, I could talk like that too. But, when I first came to Georgia, I was a little kid with my great-grandmother. And they told me I speak like the people on TV. That's not how people really talk. And I didn't know what they were talking about. Because down south, they talk a little different. But as long as we could communicate, I wasn't about to change who I was. You don't have to change who you are. You just have to be successful. You have to be a high communicator. So you can adapt what you're doing at any time. If I need to talk a little different so we understand each other, that's fine. I can speak your language. I can speak this, but that's not who I am. Who I am is who I am. And I'm not going to fake it to make it either. Positive energy, positive actions, repeated positive things are going to get you more out of life than all the rest. We'll just leave it there. Confidence, patience, discipline, and leadership are practiced before becoming part of who you are. Let me say that again. Confidence, patience, discipline, and leadership are practiced before they become part of who you are. Practice makes perfect. If you're not practicing how to be, how you expect to win? Every successful person out here practices what they want to get out of this life. It just doesn't happen, because how do you get good at something and then be great at something if you're not practicing? If it's all about your animals and stuff, how do you get better if you don't practice? Oh, because you in it, you doing it, I'm doing it. Yeah, it don't matter if you're doing it. You got to practice. When nobody's looking, when people are looking, you practicing. And when it starts moving smoother, accept it and be happy and know that you did a good job. Because sometimes people can't accept the good job that they do. You want to be able to accept it as well. You got to be able to handle that for yourself. Working dogs become dependable because they repeat correct behaviors until they become automatic. You need that dog to open the refrigerator. You need that dog to pull you away from the street, guide you down the street. They're not born doing that. They learn how to do it, and as time goes on, you praise them for doing it, and things get better. Because now when you're praising them, good boy, you see how that attention works. Immediately when I gave him that attention, he started paying attention. When you give dogs that attention and love, it works. When you don't, you get something else. Practice writes the story your life eventually tells. Yeah, because people are only going to tell about who they think you are. And who they think you are comes from who you make yourself. Yeah, they may have some kind of idea, they heard something about you, but after they're around you and you get to shape it, if you're not using positive energy and repetition on your behalf, then what are you using? You want somebody to have a great idea about who you have? You gotta make it. You gotta show them that you are that person you claim to be. And whoever that is, that's what you're showing them. If it's a negative person, that's what you're showing them. If it's the person that can help them with the things that they need and be there for them and be rock solid, yeah, you gotta show them. So let's show them this. Let's follow, subscribe, like, share, and support. $Master CT on the Cash App. This is how we help the show. This is how we grow this community. It's how we just be positive about what we're doing, because if you got something, put it in the comments so I can come check out what you got. I'm here to help you every day, Show 78. So let's get that. Let's do some liking and subscribing and following. Yo, share it. Maybe I can motivate somebody to do better today. Maybe just having a kind word and a smile helps the next man. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help do better, because we got to help each other. This is our community. Before we get started with animals today, before we get started with the news, because the show is presented by Master Christian LLC, let me tell you that y'all, with dog training, behavior modification, safety standards at your business, whether you own a hotel, a veterinarian clinic, animal hospital, whatever kind of business you have where humans and animals interact, we can help you. MasterChristian.com. Check us out. We do dogs, and we help you with all kind of animals. You know, if you got a fish tank, salt water, fresh water, whatever it is, MasterChristian.com. Send us a message. We'll get back to you. We'll help you fix whatever problem you got. That's how we do this. Animals Today News, Controlled, episode 78. Texas opens new hope for endangered ocelots. South Texas is building a major conservation facility to help recover the endangered ocelot. Fewer than 120 remain in the state. The center will support breeding, veterinarian care, genetic management, and future releases into protected habitat. Long-term success comes from repeating the right actions consistently. That's what they're doing. They're trying to have some success with the ocelots. What positive result in your life will require years of consistent effort? Yo, same that the conservation people are doing with the ocelots, we got to do it ourselves. Welcome. Glad to have some people on YouTube starting to pop in. Fighting training gives rescue parrots. No, what's that about? Flight training gives rescue parrots a better chance. Researchers found that rescue parrots allowed to practice flying before release survive much better in the wild. They're birds, they fly. You let them practice flying, surely they're going to survive better in the wild. Okay. Rehabilitation rebuilds strength, endurance, and confidence before, let's get that. It builds confidence before release. Practice creates confidence through repetition. And you gotta let the parrots fly. You want their wings strong. If they're gonna be out in the wild, why wouldn't you let them fly? Flight training for parrots. I love it. Can we fly? No, but I still love it. Twin endangered lemurs strengthen conservation effort. Twin lemurs. Twin black and white ruffed lemurs are born at the Central Park Zoo, helping preserve one of the world's most endangered primates. Daily consistency produces long-term success when you try to help animals for conservation. TT monkeys demonstrate the power of family bonds. Bolivian gray TT monkeys are known for lifelong family bonds and often wrap their tails together while resting. They lock up when they go to sleep, because when one moves, that wakes the other one up. That's strong. That strengthens the pack. That's what you want to have. Strong relationships are built through repeated positive actions. Sloth bear cubs reach major milestone. Sloth bear cubs, Ozzy and Champa, made their public debut after months of careful care and enrichment. Healthy routines repeated every day produce lasting growth. And right there has ended our news segment. If you got any questions, if you got stories that we need to put out, let me know. I'm here for you. That's what we do. We come here for you every day to make it better. Somebody, one person, if I touch one person today and their life is better because they came on, they met me, I talked to them on the phone, we had a polite hello out in the world, and then if they asked questions, I gave them some answers that helped change what they got going on in their house. If I changed one person's day today, one person's life today, I did my job, but I'm going to continue because it's not about one. That's why I do it live. That's why we come on here to talk to you about your animals and how you're doing and behavior, so we can change lots of lives at the same time, because life can change if you want it to, in a positive way. That's what we're looking for. We don't want, it's enough negative out here searching for us. Let's do things on a positive level. Like, subscribe, follow, share, support. $Master CT. If you need help, go to masterchristian.com for all your dog training needs or animal interaction, human and animal interaction needs. Like I said, you got risk. If you're running a business where humans and animals come in, you got a lot of risk. We can help close that gap. masterchristian.com. Check us out. Small choices become big results. Small actions seem insignificant today, but become powerful over months and years. Reading a few pages daily, saving a few dollars, exercising consistently, or learning one new skill compounds into extraordinary results. Ant colonies build through thousands of tiny repeated trips that seem insignificant individually, but create something remarkable together. That's what I keep telling you about. One grain of sand, millions of ants. One grain is millions of grain. If they get two, that's 2 million. It's unstoppable. And that's what we need to do. But they are united. They join forces. They are together. They work together. We can too. If human beings start working together in a massive way, we change the world today. That's not what I think. Because that is the true meaning of life. How we work together. Why it's so scattered right now, I do not know. But we're going to change that. We are, this community, we're going to change the idea that everybody got to get it for themselves. And we're going to make a way for us to get it together and stick together and work together and be positive together, repetitiously. Small actions become powerful when they are repeated, especially when they are repeated by the group, because that's where your true power lies. And you can get some things done one by one, but united we stand. Leave it at that. United we stand strong. Interrupt the pattern. If you dislike your future, interrupt today's pattern. Replace one unproductive habit with one productive habit and repeat it constantly. Lasting change begins with one, just one. Repeated, better decision. That's what lasting change begins with one repeated, better decision. Just one. That's why I say, you want to raise your percentages of success, you can do it. You just got to do it. And when you see you're doing it right, don't let people say, no, do it this way. In school, I was good in math, but they want you to show your work. They want you to do the problem a certain way. But in my mind, I can see it, and I can get the number that you're getting, and I can show you how I got to the number that I got to. But if it wasn't the way that they wanted it to be, that was a problem for the teacher, because it has to be this way. No, it doesn't have to be this way. That's not how understanding and intelligence works. That's just forcing people into a way, into a system that you were forced into. We can work this from all sides. We can do better. And if you see things a different way, but we get to the positive outcome we were looking for, so be it. Teach me your way. I'm not going to force my way upon you. That's how this works. We feed each other back and forth. Animals adapt when old behaviors stop producing results. Adaptation is essential for survival. You gotta adapt. Your next habit is stronger than your last mistake. Make that happen for yourself. Your next habit is stronger than your last mistake. Repeat what makes you better. And you know what makes you better. You can feel it. If that workout makes you feel better, if going walking, if just being positive, if that makes you feel better, repeat that. If loving on your people make you feel better, repeat that. Repeat what makes you better. Yeah. Repeat honesty, repeat discipline, repeat responsibility, repeat keeping your word. These repeated behaviors eventually define your character and determine your legacy. Excellence is never accidental. It is practiced daily. Every day. Every day. That's how we do excellence. If you're working with your animals, it's practiced every day. If you want to have a safe experience when you go on that walk, it's practiced every day. And I just sit back and watch people walk their dogs. I see all sorts of pulling and all kind of nonsense going on. I don't step in. I just watch because it's very interesting. And I remember when I was there long ago, when I didn't know what I was doing, But see, I was looking for a way to do better. And if you're not looking for a way to do better, it's not just going to jump on you and hit you in your head and happen. You must want to do better with your animals, with your kids, with your family, with your work. If you're an entrepreneur, you must want to do better. I need sponsorship right now because that'll help us go to different places that I can't reach by myself. I want to do better. So I'm searching for that right fit that makes us go to places that we've never been before. Maybe I've been by myself, but not on this level and not on this platform. That's what it is. You gotta search for the answers, yo. And when you get it, when you find you can do better, repeat, rinse and repeat. You got to. Migration, parenting, hunting, and cooperation all depend on reliable, repeated behaviors. The future belongs to those who repeat what matters the most. What's your future looking like? Does it belong? Did you take hold of it? Does it belong to you? Or are you just letting the future, you letting life set it up how life wants to set it up? If you want to be successful, it has to be intention and effort put forward. Positive attention and effort put forward. That's some elements of success. Your future is built one repeated choice at a time. Consistency is more powerful than occasional greatness. It's nice to, we won, but it's better. We've been working for this win, and we're going to stay in this win, and we're going to repeat this win, and we're just going to be winners. That's the goal. Better decisions, repeated, become a better life. Choose one habit that deserves repeating. Commit to it every day for the next 30 days. Your future is watching what you repeatedly do today. Choose. My one good habit that I repeat every day is doing this show so I can give you the information that may change your life. That is the one great habit that I'm going to continue to repeat until I can't do it anymore. So, you can come or not. I'm going to be here. I'm going to take care of this business. And I'm going to hopefully touch that one person that needed it today. Smile for me and I'm going to smile for you. You got to believe in yourself. I believe in you. And don't let anyone stop you from being great. Don't let anyone. Whatever they got to say is all on them. But what you do and what you repeat is all on you. I thank y'all for coming. I need you to stay calm, stay confident, and stay consistent. Repeat positive things that matter and make your future what you want it to be. I am Master Christian. This is my sleepy co-host, Royalty. This has been Controlled, episode 78. Repetition. Thank you for coming. We are going to see you tomorrow. Y'all have a great day. Love yourself and love others. That's how we going to end this. Y'all be good today. Start of the week. Let's get it. Let's go. Peace. I'm out.